I very much like the slogan that you coined, Make America Healthy Again. And I strongly agree with that effort. Despite spending, as you indicated, 2 or 3 times as much per capita on healthcare as other nations, we have 85 million people who are uninsured, underinsured. We have all kinds of chronic illnesses. Our life expectancy is lower than other countries. And for working class people in this country, they are living 6, 7 years shorter lives than the top 1%. We got a problem.
Bernie Sanders is about to give a master class on how to hold a Senate confirmation hearing, with today's target being none other than this man.
We've put hundreds of millions of dollars into ethnically targeted microbes. The Chinese have done the same thing. In fact, COVID-19, there's an argument that it is ethnically targeted. COVID-19 attacks certain races disproportionately. COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese. But we don't know whether it was deliberately targeted that or not. But there are papers out there that show the racial and ethnic differential impact.
Science denier and conspiracy enthusiast Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Last year, the insurance industry in this country made over $70 billion, while at the same time 85 million Americans are uninsured or underinsured. Do you agree with me that the United States should join every other major country on earth and guarantee health care to all people as a human right? Yes? No?
Senator, I would say. Senator, I can't give you a yes or no answer to that question.
Health care a human right. Is health care a human right?
In the way that free speech is a human right,
yeah.
I would say it's different.
This is exactly the type of question that should be asked in these hearings. What more of an answer do you need to hear? The nominee to lead the Department of Health and Human Services does not think health care is a human right that everyone deserves. And the BS argument he lays out to defend himself doesn't make things better, it makes them worse.
Because with free speech doesn't cost anybody anything, but in healthcare, if you smoke cigarettes for 20 years and you get cancer, you are now taking from the pool. Well, and so are you guaranteed the same right, or is there also a duty?
I'm sorry, I'd love to talk for an hour with you. We got a few minutes left here. All right. Every other country on earth says healthcare, whether you're poor or rich, young or old, is a human right. I'm not hearing you say that. I happen to believe that climate change is real, it's an existential threat, and it is a healthcare issue. Donald Trump thinks that it is a hoax originating in China. Question is, in your judgment, is climate change a hoax or is it real, causing devastating problems?
President Trump and I, from the beginning, from our first meeting, agreed to disagree on that issue. I believe climate change is existential. My job is to make Americans healthy again.
All right, you believe that you disagree with Trump, you don't think climate change is a hoax, is what I'm hearing.
My job here is to make
Americans
healthy.
I'll just ask you that, Mr. Kennedy, not a trick question.
I answered your question, Senator Sanders.
Okay, you disagree with the president on that.
I answered your question.
Okay.
You can tell Bernie is good at his job because he knows exactly how to drive a wedge between Trump and RFK Jr. by getting him on the record disagreeing with one of the fundamental pillars of Trump's platform. Bernie's setting off alarm bells. Trust me, this will eat at Trump's ego. If Senate Republicans hesitate to fall in line like his administration planned, RFK Jr.'s nomination could crumble before our eyes.
Look, there is no question that abortion is a divisive issue in this country. I would say a majority of the people are pro-choice. There's a strong minority who are pro-life. A year and a half ago, you went to New Hampshire, running for president, gave a speech, and you talked about government should not tell a woman what she can do with her own body. That's her choice. Now, I think everybody on that side is pro-life. I think everybody here is pro-choice. I have never seen any major politician flip on that issue quite as quickly as you did when Trump asked you to become HHS Secretary. Tell me why you think people should have confidence in your consistency and in your word when you really made a major U-turn on an issue of that importance in such a short time.
Senator, I believe, and I've always believed, that every abortion is a tragedy.
But you told the people in New Hampshire that it was their right.
Again, Bernie applying pressure to RFK Jr. and his personal relationship with Trump makes it clear for anyone watching. Jr. isn't some bold truth teller or revolutionary figure who's going to fix all of our country's health troubles. He's just another egotistical, entitled elitist. He wants power and notoriety. His doomed presidential campaign flamed out. He made a business decision to join the team that would give him just what he wanted.
I think the gist of what you were trying to say today is you're really pro-vaccine, you want to ask questions. You have started a group called the Children's Health Defense. You're the originator. Right now, as I understand it, on their website, they are selling what's called onesies. These are little things, clothing for babies. One of them is titled Unvaxxed, Unafraid. Next one, and they're sold for $26 a piece, by the way. Next one is No Vax, No Problem. Now, you're coming before this committee and you say you're pro-vaccine. Just want to ask some questions. And yet your organization is making money selling a child's product to parents for $26, which casts fundamental doubt on the usefulness of vaccines. Can you tell us now that you will, now that you are pro-vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market?
Senator, I have no power over that organization. I'm not part of it. I resigned from the board.
Yeah, that was just a few months ago. You founded that. You certainly have power. You can make that call. Are you supportive of this?
I've had nothing to do with leadership.
Are you supportive of these onesies?
I'm supportive of vaccines.
Are you supportive of this clothing, which is militantly anti-vaccine?
I am supportive of vaccines. I will. I want good science, and I want to protect.
But you will not tell the organization you founded not to continue selling that product. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Blackburn.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you so much for being with us today.
By the look on Cheryl Hines' face, she's probably regretting coming to the hearing at all. But let's be real. Junior even being considered for a position this important is an indictment of how unserious and broken our system is. We're talking about the Department of Health and Human Services. And yet here we are entertaining a man who spent years pushing dangerous misinformation about vaccines and public health. This is leadership? What does that say about where our country is headed?